Okay, once again, back is the incredible Ron Animal, the uncannibal. That's Public Enemy right there. All right, let me do a test on my screen share options. 1 second. Okay, so this is how we're gonna be rocking y'all like this. Okay, bada bang. We're doing the business credit building steps today. We're gonna get started in just a couple moments. All right. How's everybody doing? Appreciate y'all coming through. This is businesscreditbuilder.us. My name is Noel Anthony Booker, Sr. Today is March 19th, 2019. Streaming live, YouTube, doing it like that. All right, y'all stand by. We're going to start in a few minutes. Now, see, when I have this screen right here, I can't tell if somebody is in the room or if y'all are putting comments in. So I'm hoping everybody logged in to their Gmail account and then was able to subscribe to the channel, get a notification, and be able to log right on into the live stream. So we thank everybody for coming. Business credit building steps. We're going to start in a few minutes. We can do a live and open forum today. So this is like a new format that I have not done before with the open forum. So I'm gonna do the building business credit steps, and then we're just gonna have an open questions. So if you got any questions, we'll be able to answer all questions regarding business credit. And if I don't know the answer, I'll let you know. But if I know it, I know it. I'm not gonna tell you something I don't know for sure. Nah, I mean, all right. We're gonna start in a minute. Get this thing popping. Oops, oops, oops. All right, folks, we're getting set up here. Let's see. All right, now. All right, now we're gonna come over here and chat to y'all for a second. Let's see if I can get over to the right screen. Y'all bear with me. I'm a beginner at this online stuff. All right. Okay. Now I can see the screen. Okay. YouTube Live. Um, YouTube Live. Thank everybody for coming. Today we're doing business credit building steps. Okay. And my name is Noel Booker. Um, just to let you know more about me. Let me get this lined up right. All right. Anyway, my name is Noel Booker. I'm from Queens, New York. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I came down to Atlanta, Georgia to go to Morehouse College, and I stayed ever since. My first job out of Morehouse, after studying accounting, was at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company, and I worked there in the corporate office for a few years doing corporate accounting. And they laid me off there, and then I went did another corporate accounting deal, and they laid me off there after a few years. And after that, I started. Well, I've always been entrepreneurial, right? So I've always been trying to do something, right? And so I started a company called MediaNet USA, and MediaNet USA does provides bookkeeping and accounting services for small business. We also do websites for small business like e-commerce solutions and stuff like that. We also do we discuss business credit. All right. So and how I got to this talking about the business credit is like this. I got a client named Jay. Jay has a freight company, and I was working with him doing bookkeeping, and he had me doing websites for him too, right? So I noticed that every time I did a website, $250,000 to the bank, right? And he was doing, creating businesses for himself and creating businesses for clients to do deals with, right? I found out. And anyway, so one day I approached him and said, I need to make some money. Can you find something for me to do? He said, all right, this is what you do. Find a company that's already in existence, and we're going to make a deal on this company, and you can make some money off of that deal, right? I said, okay. So my buddy named Philly Phil got a company that he's just sitting on. Now he has a company that he operates, but he has another company that he was just sitting on, wasn't doing anything. And he said, well, let's try that. Let's try it. Let's see what happens, right? So we set that company up, right? He had me do everything for Philly's company that he did that I did for all the other companies that I've been doing for him. So I set up the website and make sure the contact information was right. And about 6 months later, we walked into Chrysler with a $250,000 credit line. We walked out of there with 4 brand new vans that we run on Amazon now. We do like the Amazon Prime deliveries, right? So I know this thing works because it works for Philly, no PG, okay? And we walked out of there with 4 brand new vans, okay? And and Jay, this is all he does, but he never taught me how to do it. So I started researching myself to figure out, well, how is this guy doing this? What's going on here? And so I found a company called the um, Finance Business Suite, which offers business credit and um, lenders all in the same situation. Okay, in which in the marketplace, if you go out to the marketplace, you'll find a whole bunch of people that do business credit building, and you'll find a whole bunch of people that offer funding credit lines for businesses. Okay, but not all in one place. So we help you build your business credit, and we have over 200 legitimate lenders with different programs that different for every business, and can definitely get you funded. Okay, so let's get started. All right, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna switch over the screen to share my PowerPoint presentation, and we're gonna run through that. And after that, we're gonna have a question and answer if we get somebody in the room. Luckily, YouTube can record. So make sure y'all subscribe, all right? And keep in touch every time I go live. So we're going to be doing more live webinars, okay? And If you notice our YouTube channel, there are a lot of small, short snippets with valuable information for you. Okay, so without further ado, let's get this thing popping. We are going over here. We're gonna share the screen. Bada bing, bada bang. Yeah. All right. So right now you should be able to see this page, and then we're gonna do it like this, so you can see it like that. Okay. So now notice I cannot see the screen. Y'all hold your questions for the end of the session. If you missed the session and you are watching the replay, you can submit questions to Noel, Noel, at businesscreditbuilder.us. Okay? All right. Business credit building steps. Here we go. My name is Noel A. Booker. We already been through this. There go all my contact info. At any time, if you see the buttons at the below, at any time you can go to these links to get a free consultation that will sit down with you about your business and discuss where your business needs to go. Um, you can also get a free guide on how to build business credit at that link down there to the left, the green button. And we got if you want to find out, if you want to get approved for funding and find out if you can get approved right now, you will go to that link and find out if you can get approved right now. Okay, we went over all my basic information. I went to Morehouse, New York. New York. Ha. So yeah, that's what it is, right? We went on all that stuff. Okay, let's get down to business. Business credit. Well, what is business credit? Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score. With an established credit profile, score, the business will then qualify for greater credit. This credit is in the business name and is based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay. Comprende? Since the business qualifies for the credit, in some cases there is no personal credit check required from the business owner. In most instances, okay? The business can use its credit to qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, BP, Walmart, even MasterCard, Visa, Amex. The business can also qualify for credit lines and loans, okay? And that's what you could do with business credit. A business credit profile can be built for a business that is completely separate from the business owner's personal credit profile. So let me expound on that a minute, right? Now, I'm over here, I'm putting up my left hand, right? Now, on my left hand, you got your social security number, right? And with your social security number, you can create a business credit. You can create a credit profile with your social security number, correct? And you can build up that credit, which is your FICO score, by by doing credit transactions, correct? Okay. On your right hand, you have your EIN number. And with your EIN number, you can create a business credit profile. And you can build credit on that profile. Now, the left hand and the right hand, the social security number and the EIN number, they are two separate profiles. They do not mix into each other unless you let it. Okay? Unless you let it. And by that I mean provide your social. Okay? Once you provide your social, then that's when, oh, I apologize. That is when they can use you as a personal guarantee in that instance. Okay. Okay. So this gives business owners double the borrowing power as they have both personal and business credit profiles built. Now, what I mean by double borrowing power, it means this. Let's say you have a Home Depot card now on your personal, right? You got Home Depot card on your personal. And now you can't go back to Home Depot and get another card on your personal. But if you have a business, you can go back and get another card at Home Depot. And when you do that, they'll give you a higher limit for your business than they would your personal, because they know you have business expenses rather than just a single family home expenses for your personal. Make sense? Okay. Business credit scores are based on whether the business pays its bills on time. Okay. Now, that's a key point right there. Um, your FICO score is made up of 5 variables that affect your FICO score. Okay. Um, with business credit, there is only one variable. The variable is how you pay your bill. Period. The score that is given is 100% driven off of how you pay your bill, which makes it simpler and easier for you to build business credit faster and have much more control over it compared to your personal credit. A business owner can obtain credit much faster using the business credit profile versus their personal credit profile. Let me give you an example, all right, how that is true. Let's say we start a business today. We just started today. The first place you go to start a business, in case you don't know, is the Secretary of State. Let's say we go to the Secretary of State. In Georgia, it costs $100. In Florida, I think it costs about $65. In California, it costs about $800, I believe. But anyway, let's say we start today, right? In 6 months with business credit, you can be at a point where you can have 5 credit cards, 5 business credit cards with $10,000 on them, okay, each, okay. Now, in 6 months. So with business credit, you can't do that with you can't do that with personal credit, okay. Build up $50,000 of credit that fast, okay. Okay, that's why I'm saying it's much faster. I just want to get that point out. Let's keep moving. Okay, when done correctly, business credit can be built without a personal credit check in most instances. Some sources will approve business owners without the owner taking on personal liability. And that's important. Personal liability. All right. Okay. Here go the steps. Those steps to build this business credit. Okay. Here we go. A business starts building a brand new credit profile, much the same as a consumer does. The business starts with no credit profile. The business gets approved for new credit that reports to the business credit reporting agencies. The business uses the credit and pays the bill timely. A positive credit profile is established. As the business continues using the credit and pays bills timely, it will qualify for more credit. Okay. Step 1, build business credibility. The perception lenders, vendors, and creditors have on your business is critical. to the ability to build strong business credit. Before applying for business credit, a business must ensure it meets or exceeds all lender credibility standards. There are over 20 credibility points that are necessary for a business to have a strong, credible foundation. Okay? Now, this is what I want to say about this page. The first step, credibility. All right? In this step, and what I want you to know that building business credit is a step-by-step process, and there are no skipping steps. Okay? No skipping steps. Okay? So step one is the most important step. And the reason why I say it's the most important step is because this. When you apply for credit, you have an application. And on the application, there are different fields that are going into a computer. And each field, they are doing a particular thing. Okay, so if they're asking you for particular information, with that information, they are doing something for sure. Okay, so let me give an example. Let's say the name. When you put the name in, what they are doing is they're bringing up all the names and of businesses that have a similar name as the name and the address that you put in. Okay, now what happens is this. If your business doesn't come up and have an exact match, then you are denied and they don't have to tell you why. With personal credit, one, they have to ask your permission to look at your credit. And then when they deny you, they have to tell you why they denied you. But with business credit, they don't have to tell you why they denied you. Okay? Um, so what that means is this. You can misspell your name, forget a dash or a comma or something like that. It doesn't match up in the computer and you get declined. And then you continue to forget that dash or whatever, or misspell your name and or leave something out and it doesn't match up exactly, and you keep getting denied and you don't know why. Okay? So that's why I say this credibility piece is so important. Okay? If you don't have the credibility piece right, then the chances of you building credit fast and relative credit is dramatically decreased. Let's say it that way, right? Okay. Um. So, credibility, most important piece. Okay. I want y'all to know that this is the most important piece. All right. Business name is the first deal. It's very important that you use your exact. You see that? It's underlined. Exact business legal name. Your full business name should include any recorded DBA filings you will be using. Ensure your business name is exactly, exactly, exactly. That's my echo effect. The same on your corporation papers, licenses, and bank statements. Okay, corporate entities. So let's go back here 1 second. The business name. You get your business name by going to the Secretary of State in your state. Okay, every state has a Secretary of State. You go there, you register your legal business name. Like I said, in Georgia, it costs $100. In Florida, it costs about $65. In California, it costs about $800. I wonder how much it costs in New York. Anyway, oh, anyway, that's the first step. All right. Now, when you get this name, they will also ask you to select an entity. You can build business credit with almost any corporate entity. If you truly want to separate your business credit from your personal credit, your business must be a legal entity, a separate legal entity, not a sole proprietorship or partnership. Unless you have a separate business entity, a corporation, or an LLC, you might be doing business, but you're not truly a business. But basically, what I wanted to say here is that it's important to separate your personal liability. That's why people start corporations, to separate your personal liability. So, in order to separate your personal liability, you must choose a LLC, limited liability corporation, or a corporation. You would normally see your accountant so you can determine which one is right for you. Okay? But for these purposes, what you need to know is in order to separate your personal liability, is you select the LLC or a corporation. All right? You need to be a corporation or a LLC in order to separate personal from business credit. Okay, the next step is EIN number. When you have employees, whether or not you have employees or not, your business entity must have a federal tax ID number, aka the EIN number. Okay, this is required. This is a necessity to build business credit. Just like you have a social security number, your business has an EIN number. Your tax ID number is used to open your bank account and to build your business credit profile. Take the time to verify that all agencies, banks, and trade credit vendors have your business listed with the same tax ID number. Okay? So the thing I wanted to say about EIN number, this is a simple deal right here. This is simple. What you need to know is it's free. Do not pay for an EIN number. You go to irs.gov, you get it for free. All right? Do not pay for your EIN number. I just want to welcome everybody that's coming into the room. Um, Hold your questions until we finish the building business credit building steps. And if you are listening to the replay, you can send in questions to Noel, Noel, at businesscreditbuilder.us. Okay, let's continue so we get on to the question and answer. The next step here, in case you're just coming into, we're in the middle of business, the first step of building business credit, which is credibility. We already did the business name, we already did the entity, and now we are proceeding to business address. Okay? Business address. This is crucial right here. When deciding what address to use for your business, these are the steps that you need to think about. Okay? You see how I have it listed 1, 2, 3. That's the order of priority. And the only order to think about selecting your address. Number one, real brick and mortar, storefront, right? Okay, y'all know what that is. That's a storefront. Okay, not every business can start like that, right? We understand that. That's kind of expensive, right? Okay. In the case that you are not in that position to have a brick and mortar, the second option is to have a virtual office. Now, what a virtual office is, let me see if it's on this note screen. Yeah, okay. What the virtual office is, they give you an address. They have different services. They give you an address only situation where you receive mail and packages at your dedicated business address. This is what's required right here, okay? You need to have an address that you can get mail and packages at, okay? Now, at virtual offices, which are located in most major cities, in the down, like in Atlanta, they're all downtown, midtown, Buckhead, perimeter, or where all the businesses are. There's always, you can find virtual office solutions, they call them virtual offices, um, They also offer virtual. They can give you an office. They call it a virtual office. Um, where professional business address, dedicated phone and fax numbers, reception services, part-time use of their fully furnished offices and meeting rooms. So they have meeting rooms, break rooms that you have access to, the lobby for it makes it look nice, all in professional and everything, right? But the main thing is to have that address, okay? And they have the true office where they got all the everything, receptionist services, everything built into your make everything, right? They a la carte you all these different services, right? Okay, so that's the virtual office solutions. But the only thing you need is the address only situation. And if you're taking notes, write this down. You go to Alliance Virtual Offices. They start at $50 a month. Okay, $50 a month. You can get an address only. With the mail comes in, you go pick up the mail. All right. Then they add on services like if you want them to open the mail and then fax it and stuff like and email it to you, stuff like that. Right. Okay. I can't see the screen. Just so y'all know, I can't see the screen to see who's in the room and if you're saying something. But I'm just want y'all to hold your questions until the end, and we'll answer all your questions that you have. Okay? I know y'all got more questions about this address thing. We're gonna proceed with this address thing. Okay? So the second option, as you see, is the virtual office, where we talked about all the different options. We use for our virtual office situations a company called Alliance Virtual Offices. There's some locations that got the $50 a month, all right, but then there's some other locations that got like $65 per month for that address. And that's all you need. That's required. Okay. Now, notice on the list, number 3, home. That is the last resort. The home address is the last resort. There are no other options after that option. Okay? The reason why I say that is because 2 years ago I would have said never ever use a home address. Why? Because creditors believe that home based businesses are not credible. Now you got to think, they just want to get their money back. Okay? So they're looking at it like that. That's how they're looking at it. Are you going to pay the bill back? All right. But nowadays, more businesses and creditors and lenders are considering some home businesses as being credible. Okay. So it doesn't apply to every situation, right? So you have to pick and choose what your business is. Like, for example, like if you're a beautician, well, I can see me having a beautician business at my home, right? You see what I'm saying? So some businesses you can't see it being at home. So you have to make it look realistic. They just want to know how they're going to pay the bill, right? And the only way they can determine that is from your profile, from from the information you provide them. Can you pay the bill? Now, notice also this, that on your Dun& and Bradstreet business credit report is a picture of your Google address. The Google Maps picture of your address is on your credit report. Okay, so that's something to know. That's just some valuable information when deciding what your business address is. Okay, some lenders will not approve and fund unless this criteria is met. You cannot use a P.O. box. You cannot use a UPS address. The reason why is this. When you're on that application, right? When you're on that application, um, in the address piece, what they are doing is They have a database of all the PO boxes and the UPS addresses. All right, so they're going through the database trying to figure out if your address matches up to any address in that database. If it matches up to one, zip, bing, 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 boom. They decline you, and you don't know why. Okay. Now you can operate your business from a PO, but when you have these applications and you say this is my business address, don't use a PO because they're gonna look at this address and say, "Is this your business? This is your main business address for real." You follow me? Are you gonna pay the bill? You see what I'm saying? So it's all of the perception that you give the lender. Okay, and that's all in this address, telephone, business name, and all of that. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. We went over that. Business phone, business phone, business phone, business phone. You must have a dedicated business phone number that is listed with the 411 directory assistance under the business name. Lenders, vendors, creditors, and even insurance providers will verify that your business is listed with 411. A toll-free number will give you the business credibility, but you must have a local business number for the listing with 411 directory assistance. So the bottom line here with this phone thing is that you have to have a local number, local to your business address, right? A local telephone number that's listed with 411. It's good to have an 800 number, but it's not required. Okay, so having an 800 number, what that does is it just gives them the perception that you are a credible business that's able to pay a bill. Okay, so they're looking at you and they're saying, okay, the name is listed with the Secretary of State. Okay, that matches. Um, oh, they have a local telephone number. Okay. Oh, they got an 800 number. Oh, wow. They looking more like a business now. You see what I'm saying? Now they looking like, oh, they might be able to pay this bill. You follow me? So this is just a perception that we're giving them with this, okay? But the local number is required. I'm telling you, that's one of the main criteria that they look for is is your business phone listed with 411. All right? Okay. Lenders perceive 800 numbers or toll-free numbers as a sign of business credibility. Even if you're a single owner with a home-based business, a toll-free number provides a perception that you are even bigger company. It's incredibly easy and inexpensive to set up, and I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you the go-tos. All right. Okay. A cell number, a home number, as your main business line could get you flagged as an unestablished business. That is too high of a risk. Okay? So, the cell phone, the home number, that goes back to that application. When you're putting in the application on the telephone number part, when you put in, they ask you for the business telephone, and you put in a cell phone or a home number, what they are doing is bringing up a database of all the cell phones and all the home telephone numbers. All right. So if you are doing business, your main business telephone number is your cell phone or your home number. They consider that as that business not being credible. Okay. That's what they're thinking. Okay. So you have to know how they're thinking, right? That's what they're thinking. So do not use a cell phone or home number as your main business number. Okay. Don't give a personal cell phone number or residential number as the business phone number. You can forward a virtual number to any cell or landline. Lenders perceive. Okay, I said I was gonna give you the go tos for the cell phone. Let's go back. All right, back here. I thought that was in the PowerPoint, but the go-to is this. You can go to businesscreditbuilder.us slash vendors, okay, with an S, VENDORS, businesscreditbuilder.us slash vendors, okay. On that page, there is a link to a company called Freedom Voice. Freedom Voice, okay. Freedom Voice will give you a $10 local telephone number. They will give you a $10 800 number per month. And I think they got a fax number for about $5, okay, per month. So about $25 per month. But what you need is the $10 local number and the $3 listing. So Freedom Voice will list your number for $3 per month. So the minimum that you need is this $10 local number and the $3 listing, $13 a month. That's all you need. That's required that we need to do this. All right. Well, that's what we need to do. Now I used to get a free telephone number from Google Voice, but I don't do that anymore because Google Voice, it does not list consistently. Okay. Some people say it don't list at all, but then I found out that some of my stuff did list, but then some didn't. Okay. So it does not list consistently. I don't know if it's going to list it or not. Okay. But Freedom Voice is going to list most deaf. You can go to Vonage also. Okay. There's like $25 for their local number. Just so you know, I did the research already. Let's move forward to the fax number. Lenders perceive a credible business as one with a fax number. As a business, you will need a fax number to receive important documents. You will also need to fax in some of your credit applications. You can set up an e-fax that goes directly to your email. Okay? So the fax number is not one of those required things. Okay? It's not necessarily required, but it gives them the perception. Okay? You got your information that you're giving them, right? You got your name, you got your phone number, you got your 800 number, your address. They're all checking this. And you got your fax number. It's not required, but it just makes it look like you are a credible business. And sometimes you're going to need to fax something in, okay? They might need to fax you an application. And then you might have to fax in a document or something, okay? So just to know, all right? Just to know. Website. Got a website? All right. Credit providers will research your company on the internet, not necessarily at the beginning stages of building business credit, but they will check when you're spending, when you're doing more, when you're asking for more money and stuff like that. They will do research on you. So they'll go to your website. All right. Well, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna Google your name and see what pops up. And hopefully they find your stuff. And when they find your stuff, then what they're gonna do is go straight. They're not gonna pass go. They're gonna go straight to the contact page. Okay. When they get to the contact page, they're gonna look at that name. They're gonna look at the address. They're gonna look at the telephone number, and they're gonna see whether or not that stuff matches up to what you put on the application. Okay. If that stuff does not match up, then they are thinking, hey, are you at this address or are you at that address? Where are you? Are you going to pay the bill? All right. So that's what they're thinking. All right. So, call me up 404-981-5046 if you need a website. My company is Media Net USA. We do websites. starting at $350. And the things you need to know about websites is this. You need three things. One, you need domain registration, which you get from a place like GoDaddy. It costs about $15 a year. The second thing you need is web hosting. Web hosting is when you go to a website, you're actually dialing in to a you're dialing into a computer. This computer is called the server, and on this server are the pictures and the text that you are seeing on the website that you're going to, right? So the web hosting service is the service of storing these files that you can see on the internet on this server. Okay? So that's web hosting. There's thousands of web hosting companies. Everybody charges different amounts. You could get low hosting, cheap hosting, or expensive hosting. The thing to know about the hosting is customer service. Okay. The third thing you need is to build your website, and there's many different options, and you can pay a service like Fever to build your website. You can choose an option to design your website with an online tool. You can hire someone to build your website from scratch using HTML and Flash and all that. All right. So that's what you need to know about a website, but you definitely need a website to build business credit. Okay? Businesses need to have a website anyway, but you definitely need a website to build business credit. All right? That's how it is. All right? All right. Email is important to get a company email address for your business. It's not only professional, but greatly helps the chances of getting the thumbs up from a credit provider. Setting up a business email address is just too easy and inexpensive to neglect. Okay? Avoid using free email services like Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail. Definitely do not use Party Chick at Yahoo. Okay? Y'all, this is simple stuff here, okay? This is simple stuff. Basically, what you do use is your name at yourcompanyname.com. Right? Simple stuff here. Okay, let's keep moving. Bank account. Once you got your your name registered, it takes the state about 2 to 3 weeks for them to send you your certificate for your name. When you have that certificate for your name and you have your EIN number, when you go to the irs.gov, you get your EIN number immediately. Okay? So, when you have those two items, you go to the bank and you set up a bank account in the name of your business with the same exact name and address. Okay? Critical. That's a step that you have to take. Your business banking history is vital to your future success of being able to secure larger business loans. Oh, that's a good point right there. The date you open your business bank account is the day that lenders consider your business to have started, which means this. Some lenders, before they approve you, they might require you be in existence for 1, 2, 3 years, whatever it is. When they decide when to when you started is not the day that you went to the Secretary of State. It's the day you started your bank account. Okay, so that's what that means right there. All right, let's keep moving. Okay, licensing. One of the most common mistakes when building credit for your company is non-matching business addresses on your business licenses. Okay? Well, for one, if you need to have a license or a permit or something to do your business, make sure you have it. Now, the most common mistake is people have their license, but then they have an old address on their license. Okay. So then what happens is it don't match up. They decide they're thinking to themselves, Well, where is that? Where are they? Are they over here or are they over there? Are they going to pay the bill? Okay? And they can decline you and not tell you why. But I will admit that sometimes when they decline you, you can call them back and say, "Yo, what happened? I put in my application, you declined me, boom, boom, bam." So then they might do manual reviews. But see, we're trying to set you up for automatic approval. Okay, where the information is right from the beginning on the application. If your information is right from the beginning on the application, you get automatic approvals. Most of the time when you do manual underwriting like that, you don't get approved. Okay? Okay, because if you do the manual order, if you ever get to the manual part of underwriting or approving your application, something caused a flag for them not to automatically approve. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Even worse, not having the required licenses for your type of business to operate legally. Okay, you will need to contact the state, county, the city government offices to see if there are any required licenses and permits to operate your type of business. Okay, state business filing listed correctly. Make sure everything is listed correctly with your name and address, right? What's the key word? Exact exact name and address. Even I mentioned exactness with the name, but you also have to have exactness with the address. Even like with the suite, if you spell out suite, you start this process from that state of the Secretary of State when you get the certificate, right? Whatever that address says, that's how you have to list it. So if that address has suite spelled out SUITE, then that is how you have to do your business address every time on applications. This is my main business address. This is how I spell it every single time, right? If you have a dash, if your suite is suite SUITE hold on. Let me start all over. It's SUITE dash, space A dash 400, right? You follow me? It has to be exact. Exact. That's my beatbox, right? All right. Your city license, or your permit filings listed correctly, your IRS filings listed correctly. Okay, business listings. Take the time to verify that your main agency, state, IRS, bank, 411 National Directory have your business listed the same way with the same exact legal name and address. Also, take the time to ensure every bill you get, power bill, phone bill, landlord, has the business name listed correctly and comes to the business address. Okay, that's step one. Okay, we're gonna continue to go through the steps and we're gonna get your questions at the end. Okay, we're gonna keep moving forward, and I can't even see the screen to see y'all in the room. But we're moving forward. At the end of the steps, we're at step two. We're going to do the open questions, right? All right. So I hope you all are enjoying this and getting some information. We just did the first step, credibility. Credibility is the most important step. Okay? So you'll check the replay in case y'all missed that. Step two is the business credit reports. Business credit reports are offered by Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax. Oops. You will first want to get a copy of your business credit reports to see what is being reported. Okay. Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax. Now, the reason why this is important is this. When you're building business credit, you have your business um, trade lines that we're going to be building up. And when you make payments to these accounts, they will be reporting your trade lines, right? And this is the basis for business credit, okay? So let me just go over what trade lines are. Seeing that this is the first time I mentioned that in this broadcast. What is a trade line? This is what a trade line is. A trade line is when you get a credit account with a business, they give your business credit, right? So you go buy something on credit. You didn't pay for it yet, but you got the item. Now it's time for you to pay the item. You pay the item. Okay? That business, when they get that payment, what they do is send a report to one of these business credit reporting agencies, or two of them, or three of them, and that report will say XYZ business has a limit with us of XYZ dollars. They made a purchase with us and they paid that purchase in the range of this amount of money, and they paid it in X amount of days. Okay? So when they send that information to the business credit reports agencies, they put it on your credit profile. And when they put that on your credit profile, that is what they call one trade line. Okay? One trade line. And that's the basis for all of this business credit. That is what we're doing. We're building trade lines. Okay? So it's important to have access to your business credit report, because when you make your payment and that trade line is going to hit your business credit report, you want to track that activity. That when you make that payment, that they reported it correctly and in the timely manner that they said they was going to do, right? And another thing is just common sense stuff. Like when you go to a business and ask for credit and you tell them that you're a business, they are going to look at your business credit report. All right. If you give them your social, they're going to look at your social. All right. So don't put your social on there. Um, and um, know that they're going to look at your business credit report. And if they're going to look at your business credit report, wouldn't you want to know what's on there before they look? Okay. So that's like common sense stuff. That's why you need your business credit reports. This is the tracking guide to see how you're doing yourself, what they are looking at to determine whether or not you qualify for credit. Okay. Now, you see this link down here, businesscreditbuilder.us/reports. You can go to this website. This is my website that you can go and have access directly to each one of these businesses, the business credit reporting agencies. It takes you to their individual page. Now each one of them have their own websites, but I just made this page so that it's convenient for you to access each one of them, right? So what you do is you go there, and to find out if your business already has a credit report, if they have information on your business, or any business, anybody could do this for free, okay? You go and you put in your name and your address for the business, and you can do this for any business, okay? And if your business comes up, it'll give you an indication whether or not that business has trade lines or not. And anybody can do that for free. Okay? So that's how you can check to see for your own business whether or not they have a report for you. Okay? All righty. Let's move forward. Oh. Dun and Bradstreet. Dun and Bradstreet. Dun and Bradstreet is the biggest, the baddest credit reporting agency. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Okay. All right. Dun and Bradstreet. So think of Dun and Bradstreet like this. Um, they got the most. These businesses, they're in business to take in information, repackage it, and sell it. All right. That's what they do. That's their business. So Dun and Bradstreet has the most records than any of these other companies put together. Okay. They got the most records, so they're most important. Okay, let me give you another indication of how important they are. Dun and Bradstreet has been in existence longer than the FICO score. Okay, so you know that this is important. Like, let me give you another example. Or if you're a business that's outside of the United States and you want to do business with the United States, it is required that you have a Dun and Bradstreet number. Okay, so when we get our Secretary of State certificate, stop that, stop. All right, rewind. When you complete your credibility, step one, then and only then we are running to Dun and Bradstreet to get our free Dun and Bradstreet number. Okay, and you can access that from the link that's provided on my website. Right, you go there, you get your free Dun and Bradstreet number. Okay. Now the thing to know is it's free. The other thing to know is it's going to take 30 days for you to get the Dun and Bradstreet number. And in those 30 days and beyond that 30 days, Dun and Bradstreet has a sales team that is incredible. Okay. I need them to be selling me. They will convince you, that you need to pay something. All right. So know this: getting a Dun and Bradstreet number is free. All right. It's the free. All right. So don't pay for it. And you don't have to buy any of their stuff, because any of their stuff is only going to affect Dun and Bradstreet. If you buy any of their stuff, then it's not going to affect Experian or Equifax. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Dun and Bradstreet. Obtaining a Dun and Bradstreet number begins the process of building your business credit profile with them. A DUNS number will also play an important role in enabling your business to borrow without a personal guarantor. And DMB, that's their website for Dun and Bradstreet. Okay, they have different plans from $2.99 to $6.99, but know that DUNS number is free. Experian, they got the smartbusinessreports.com. Their reports are $49 to $99 per month. Find out how many trade lines are reporting on your Experian. See if you have a business credit score assigned. See if you have an active Experian business profile. And check on recent inquiries. Okay? Equifax. You can purchase a copy of your Equifax small business credit report here at this location. It typically takes more time to create a file with Equifax Small Business than DMB and Experian. This is why it's important to apply with the credit providers who report to Equifax. So that's one thing to know also, is that when you have these vendors that you will be setting up to build your business credit, you will be asking them, who do y'all report to? And how often do y'all report? Okay, so you want to know who they report to, so you'll know where to go look for your trade line. Make sense? Makes sense. Their report is $99 for a full report every month. Now, when you sign up with the Business Finance Suite using the Business Credit Builder, you get 3 reports. You get all 3 reports for $25 a month. So that's a big savings that we can provide you on that instance right there. Okay? Okay, Dun& Bradstreet. You may also enroll in the Dun & Bradstreet self-monitoring. They got a package for $39 to $99 per month. Activate your DUNS number and get your file a Dun & Bradstreet rating. Dun & Bradstreet ratings can cost between $29.99, $2.99 to $8.99. So they'll sell you all that stuff is not needed, but they will sell you a bunch of stuff. Okay, the stuff that they sell you, I'm gonna show you how to do on your own. All right, all right. Okay, here, step 3. Hold your questions to the end. Step 3, building business credit. A business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is with small credit cards. The business can be approved for small credit cards to help them build an initial credit profile. These types of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit. In the accounting world, they call it net 30 accounts. There's like different net 30 accounts, net 7, net 14, 60, but the most popular is the net 30 account. Okay? A vendor line of credit is when a company extends a line of credit to your business. Net 30, net 15, 30, like I said, the most common is the 30, net 30. This means you can purchase their products and services up to a maximum dollar amount, but you have to pay it in 30 days. Okay, so they're going to start you out with small amounts of credit, right? But you have to pay it in 30 days, net 30. Okay, so set up. So if you're set up on net 30 terms in which you purchase $300 worth of goods today, then that $300 is due within the next 30 days. You can get products and services for your business needs and defer the payment on those for 30 days, thereby easing cash flow. And some vendors will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little as an EIN number and a 411 listing. Okay, now you see that right there? Okay, so that's how we're going to jump you off. When we start with these net 30 accounts, which is a little harder than the first 2 steps because, all right, I just want to be real with this, is that one, we have to find a company that's going to give us credit when we have no credit. And 2, they're going to have to report. Okay, so 1, there's not that many companies that's going to give us credit when you got no credit. And 2, there's not that many companies that report anyway. Of all the companies that's out there, 90% of all the companies do not report. Okay? So it's hard to find companies that report and that will give you credit when you have no credit. Okay? Okay. So always apply first without using your social. Some vendors will request it and some will even tell you on the phone they need to have it. But submit first without it. When your first net 30 account reports to your trade line, you know what? X that whole line. I don't even say that no more. Because the deal is once you finish your credibility, you run and go get your Dun & Bradstreet number free. That's what you need to do. All right? I need to take that out. I'm making a mental note to myself to take that out of all my presentations. All right. You need to have a total of at least 5 net 30 pay accounts reporting. Some vendors require an initial prepaid order before they can approve your business for terms. Okay? So this is the goal right now. At this point, we are getting these net 30 accounts and we are getting 5 of them. So when we get 5 of them, then we can go to the next step. Okay? It should take you 3 months to get to this point where you have 5 vendors reporting net 30. All right? Some vendors, will require an initial payment before they can approve your business for terms. Okay? Pay your net 30 of vendor accounts in full and on time. You must be patient and allow time for the vendors' reporting cycles to get into the reporting systems. It typically takes 3 cycles of net accounts reporting to build credit scores, which is about 3 months. Okay? 3 months, 5 net 30 vendors. Don't use your social. Okay? That's what we do right there. And here goes some starter vendors. This is a bonus for y'all. Y'all don't even know y'all getting this. What? Okay? Every time I start a business and start business credit, the first stop I go to, Strategic Network Solutions. Okay, so write this down. Bing, 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 this is a note. Go to my website, businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors. Vendors, Vendors, and you will find also a link to Strategic Network Solutions. All right, we go to Strategic Network Solutions, you set up an account. Now, if you have an EIN number and your local number is listed with 411, Strategic Network Solutions will give you $1,000 worth of credit off the rip. Okay? That's how we do this right here. All right? This is how you get started. This is the company that will give you credit when you have no credit. All you need is an EIN number and your local telephone number listed with 411. Okay? I don't think I mentioned where to do the 411. So I'm going to say that right now. To list your telephone number with 411, you go to listyourself.com. When you sign up with Business Credit Builder, we pay for that for you. Okay? We pay the expenses for your listyourself.com or listyourself.com. They charge you about $300 a year. We pay that for you. Okay? So we just list the telephone number for you. All right? Okay, Strategic Network Solutions. Now, once you got your account, there is a hidden hurdle here that most people that teach this class, they don't usually teach this piece right here. Okay? This is a hidden hurdle. All right? I don't want you to think that this is all fun and games. There's some hurdles in the game. All right? The hidden hurdle is this. These accounts that's going to give you credit without having credit, they don't normally sell the things you normally buy. So the idea here is in building your business credit, you have to purchase things. You purchase things and you create a record of purchases, right? So you would like to make these purchases of things that you already purchase. You just adjust your spending on things that you already spend for your home or your business. You just adjust them so that when you make these expenditures, it's building up your business credit, right? And that you don't have to buy things that are not necessary. Okay? So the idea is to buy things that you normally buy stuff on. So the hurdle is this. Strategic Network Solutions, when I went there, they only sell net 30. The only products that they sell net 30 on are digital products. Okay? Which means I'm looking on there. I got my account. I'm looking on there. And I wound up finding an item that was called the web root, which is a virus protection, right, for your computer. So you get that web root, $60. In order for these companies to report your trade line, it must be $50 or more, right? You report that trade line, $50 or more. This item was $60. I got that, put it on my computer. I waited 2 weeks and made the payment. One trade line. Strategic Network Solutions, they report to Experian. Okay? So that's what you need to know. That's a hidden hurdle, right? Let me show you another idea of a hidden hurdle. DigiKey. DigiKey, when I got their account, they gave me the same deal. $1,000 just because I got an EIN number and my telephone number is listed, right? So I went on their website. I'm happy now. I'm going shopping. Boom, boom, bam, right? I'm going shopping on the website, can't find nothing, so I call them up. Say, yo, man, yo, let me get a sell me something. Just sell me something. I just need to buy something. Just sell me something real quick. What? He said, well, what you want to buy? I said, let me see. Let me buy a projector. He said, well, we don't sell projectors. We sell things that go inside the projector. We sell resistors, transmitters, protractors, sensors, all this stuff that I don't know nothing about. I can't use this stuff right here. So I hung up with that dude. I'm almost giving up on this vendor and go to the next vendor, right? Because I don't want to just buy stuff just to be buying stuff. What, right? So I looked some more on the website and I found these flashlights. Knowing that my flashlight game at the crib was on low, I looked at this flashlight. There was this spotlight that cost $35, like real powerful spotlight. And there was another flashlight that goes around your neck, that hangs from your neck. So bam, $35, $15, $50. That's a trade line. Okay? So that's how you gotta think. You gotta think what it is I'm gonna have to do to get this trade line. Okay? There's gonna be a hurdle, and how am I gonna get there? So me, the type of guy that I am, and probably other people are, that if you're in a race and you don't see that hurdle, you don't know that hurdle's gonna be there. You might come up on that hurdle and be like, "Oh no, 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 I ain't gonna do that." Right? You might just say, "Well, that's too much." But if you know that hurdle's there and you coming up on that hurdle, you're going to go boop right over the hurdle, right? So just know that's your thing. See, there's a mental deal here in building business credit. It's mental to get through these steps right here. It's easy stuff, but it's mental to do the follow up when you get your account, when you put in the application, follow up to see they approved it. When you got the account, make a purchase, follow up on that payment on time. You follow? So this is a mental process of building your business credit. Okay. Quill, that's a good company. They report 90 days, every 90 days, and they sell office equipment. eBarnett. eBarnett is a Home Depot company. So they sell everything online that Home Depot sells. Uline. Uline, they sell packaging stuff, office supplies, janitorial supplies. I know y'all seen that 1,000-page booklet they didn't already mailed out to you. Because I think they buy they must buy the database file with all the new business addresses. You know what I mean? Okay. But anyway, them with Uline, if you have, this is what I found out with Uline. If you have no trade lines and then you ask them for credit, then they'll say, well, we need you to make a couple of transactions first, like 6 or 7, right? But if you wait to get about 3 trade lines and then ask for Uline, then they most likely will give it to you without asking that you make some transactions first. Okay, that's just some key info right there. All right. So 5 trade lines. That's what you need to get to the next step. That's why I got this car here. Now you see the car with the number 5 on it. He got the smoke. He's jetting, but look at his face. He's like, "Yo, I got credit now. We rolling." All right. So let's roll. Step 4, Revolving accounts. After you have established 5 trade lines, you will be able to start getting approved for revolving business credit accounts. A revolving account is one that allows you to pay a minimum due per month and not the full outstanding balance. These accounts normally report to Experian, Dun& Bradstreet, and sometimes Equifax. Because of how they report, these accounts will help build your business credit on a larger scale than the net 30 vendors alone. Okay? So now we're getting into accounts that impact your score greater than the net 30s. Okay? Most merchants and major vendors do offer business credit. They just don't advertise it. There's no benefit to the merchant to promote credit with no personal liability if the business owner is willing to take on that liability. So they don't promote their business credit cards and regularly ask for a social security number. Okay. Pardon me. Okay. Now, Staples is one of those revolving accounts. And what you are seeing here is when you're in our system and we'll tell you, okay, here's 9 vendors. Pick 3 of these vendors and create accounts and start using these vendors, right? Now, when we give you these accounts, we're not going to give you accounts that you cannot get approved for. We're going to give you the accounts and we're going to give you the underlying guidelines before you apply. If you do this on your own, okay, you go to the vendor and you ask them, what do I need to qualify? They're going to tell you, fill out this application, and I'm going to tell you if you approve, if you get approved, right? They're not going to tell you what you need to know. So we let you know what you need to know. So each vendor that we provide to you, we give you something like this, a description of what they sell, who they report to, what they need to qualify you for an account. Staples will verify 411 directory while on hold. They'll check it right then. You're gonna need an EIN number. They will check that your business credit files are open with Dun& Bradstreet and Experian. They will also check if your business name and address matches on your 411 listing. Okay? So you see, their requirements are not that much. You just gotta know what their requirements are before you qualify. Okay? Revolving accounts. Here goes Dell. Dell, to give you the description of what they sell, who they report to. They report to Dun& Bradstreet. They regularly approve for 10,000 with a payday score of 75 or above, and that's the DB score, the Dun& Bradstreet score. Okay. You shouldn't apply unless you have been in business at least 6 months. They will sometimes check personal credit. Okay. Sometimes. So when they look at your Dun& Bradstreet, if you got credit like that 75 and above, you probably will not need personal credit. You follow me? All right. Okay. Continue applying and building. For a strong credit profile, ensure to have 10 accounts reporting. Ensure to get approved for at least one account with a $10,000 high limit. With 10 reporting accounts and a high 10, you can continue building your business credit. Okay, so at this stage right here, the goal is to get up to 10 accounts. You got your 5 net 30 accounts, and then you get your 5 revolving accounts. Now, with your revolving accounts, What you want to do is pick one of these revolving accounts, one that you use more frequently than the other. For me, it would be Walmart. And then what you do is you use that account more. You pay them more, right? So you got regular payments with this account. And then when you have regular payments with this account, then you call that account back. You call them and you ask to increase your limit. They will increase your limit if they see you are making purchases and are making timely purchases. Okay? Timely payments on the purchases. Okay? Um, so we want to get one of them revolving accounts up to $10,000 and have 10 trade lines reporting. At this point in time, it should take you 6 months. 6 months. And at this point in time, you will be able to qualify for 5 business credit cards that will match your highest limit, your highest revolving account limit. Okay? So if you have one of these 5 revolving accounts with a high limit of 10,000, then that means you will qualify for 5 business credit cards that have a limit of $10,000 on them. Okay? And you can do that in 6 months. Okay? And that's a doable thing. Okay? But everybody builds business credit at their own pace and time. Okay? Where would you go if you need money? Okay, so that was the steps on building business credit. Okay, that's the only thing that we're going to do in this particular broadcast. You can check my other broadcasts and webinars and seminars at businesscreditbuilder.us/events. And now I'm gonna go back to the room and we're gonna open up the question and answer, right? So give me a second to switch over to this piece right here where I can see the board. Where's the board? Oh, it's over here. All righty. All right. We're in the room. Hello, everybody. Questions right in here. If y'all have any questions, y'all can post them right there. Or y'all can send questions to I'll put that in there. Send questions to. Did I get that right? I think I got that right. Oh, it's not exactly right. It's wrong, but we're going to do it again just to make sure we got it right. Okay, that should do it right there. Noel at businesscreditbuilder.us. Just send your questions right there. And if you got any questions, run it. Run the thumbs up, subscribe to the channels and all that type of stuff. You know how we do, right? And I'll sit around for a little bit to see if y'all got any questions or what. Y'all send the questions in. If y'all want to text the question in right now, y'all can text the question to 404-500-9687 and run the questions like that. See, I'm making myself available so that y'all can get down and learn about the business credit. See, all right. Run some questions, we get it popping. Okay. No questions? All right. Well, I hope everybody gets to check out the replay and check the website. Get your free business, uh, your free guide on how to build business credit at businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. Okay. Upcoming events, um, more webinars. The next webinar is coming up and it's on the events page. It's just not listed in the YouTube yet, but we'll get that up soon. All right, y'all get it? Y'all get it? Y'all got it? Cool. Seeing that we have no questions, we're gonna get out of here. And in case y'all need a free consultation on how to build your business credit, in our consultation, what we will do in our consultation is we'll sit down with you either on the phone or in person. You come to our office on Camilton Road, and talk about your business, see where your business needs to go, and the steps that we need to take to get there. Okay. Um, if you want to know about the services that we provide to help you build your business credit, go to the website, schedule a consult at businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. Okay. And that's how you do a free consultation on your business. If you want to talk about it, I'll tell you the plans that we offer as low as we have ebooks as low as $10. You can go to businesscreditbuilder.us/ebooks with an S, ebooks, and get the listing of our ebooks. Okay. So starting at $10, we'll help you out. Different products that we have. If you got some questions, feel free to hit the email, get your consult, get your free guide. All right, we're putting you on. Okay. Let me see. The next seminar we have is Thursday. The date is the 21st. And where is that? Let's go check. Let's go on a field trip. I'm gonna take y'all on a field trip with me to figure out when. This is how you figure out when the next seminars are. Okay, seminars and webinars. Okay, going on a field trip. Let's go. Okay, so what you would do is you go to businesscreditbuilder.us like that. Boom, bang. You see how it pops in there, right? We got the events page right there. We got the ebooks page right there. Yo, let's take this telephone call live on the air. Business Credit Builder, may I help you? Spam, that's a spaminator right there. Okay, that's a spaminator. Okay, so right there we got the events page. That's what we're doing, right? But notice the books, right? You got the pricing page here. We got our credibility page here where you can see videos of our clients. Okay, videos of our clients and their testimonials. Okay, but basically this is what we're doing right there. We're gonna go events, go to the events page, scroll down, bust out the little video. Oh snap! Did you peep that? Oh my God, I gotta check that. Okay. Small business seminars. Then you click here for complete list of upcoming events. It takes you to our Eventbrite page. You have all the listings. So the next one is, that one's today, that one's currently in existence. This one is how to build business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social security number at the Peachtree Branch Library. Then we got how to get $250,000 in business credit linked to your EIN that's not linked to your social security number. That's at the Auburn Avenue Library. The next webinar is scheduled for Tuesday, April 16 at 3 o'clock. And we have how to qualify for an SBA loan and how to build business credit on Thursday, April 18th. And I'm going to have a special guest, a lady that has a business credit repair business. She's going to come and speak on that day. How to get business credit, how to get 250,000 again at the Peachtree Branch Library, and that's on Thursday, April 25th. Okay? I think I'm going to put in another webinar as well. But that's that right there. We're gonna come back to the room, see if there's any last minute questions, and we will end the broadcast for the day. Alrighty. Well, once again, thank y'all for coming. Businesscreditbuilder.us, schedule a consult, free guide. You all know the routine. Let's get it.